No, I did send the link. I sent it hours ago.
You just
No,
said
if you
now.
scroll
Anyways.
up, we are literally on that chat all day long. Okay, if you scroll up,
Okay.
you see the link.
Okay, now get
And I don't
going.
know if, yeah, okay, let's get going. Professor, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can
He's
hear you.
frozen. Okay, Professor, you're frozen. I don't know why. Pallavi, Pallavi's here. Okay. Okay, everybody who's saying late, 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 I just want to tell you that I am always the first one here, and I'm waiting for
That is
everybody to
true.
come. Nobody
But
comes. That is
Advaita, you're the anchor, you're the host. You have to be there first. Otherwise, हम तो कैसे करेंगे?
Acha, have you gone live? Yeah, you've gone live. Advaita is nowadays
We've
very,
got-
Okay,
yeah, she's very keen to come on because of a new hairstyle, and the
who?
whole Advaita.
Pallavi.
there's no need for
Pallavi.
any personal comments, Sandeep. There's no need
Yeah,
for
there's no need
personal
for personal comments, Sandeep. Should we start talking about you?
Okay, I have
Who?
But
nothing.
Advaita, you're looking very nice, I
I'm an
must say.
open book. Come on, Pallavi. Now I don't want to refer to those tweets which we are getting in the morning, but anyway.
Okay, let's start.
Okay, but listen, I just want to tell you all really quickly that last week we all went out for dinner. Those of us who were in Delhi, and then Pallavi, the Tokus sisters, went to the other restaurant, and Sandeep and I were at IIC because Sandeep's a senior citizen,
We were
so we had to
at the
spend some
right
time there.
restaurant. Both of you turned up late.
Okay, we turned up late. All right, but when we were leaving, like from where we were, from the IIC, this very nice lady started chatting with us, and then when she was heading out, she says, "Okay, so it's so nice to meet you and your dad."
and today the compliment I got on Twitter that can be actually shown there. Anyway,
What?
chalo. But
Anyway,
I was
okay,
quite
let's get
happy.
started.
I was quite happy to own you. As a second daughter, and yeah, you can be inspirational.
That's so sweet, Sandeep.
No. This lady, she is from Canada, and she was so impressed with Advaita.
Yeah,
Almost trying. I think she was looking for a match for a son or whatever. So that's why
yeah,
she talked about the dad into the picture. Anyway,
yeah.
get
Because
on.
you look like you're a CEO, so she thought.
Let's start with
Okay, let's
Mamaji.
start. Let's start. Enough of that. Okay, let's start with Mamaji. He's got Pallavi. He's got rural and agriculture, which is pretty good. I mean, and he's turned Madhya Pradesh. He turned Madhya Pradesh
Very
into
And
good.
a nice
Panchayati
bowl of.
Raj. Panchayati Raj is very powerful.
Oh, really?
Panchayati, yeah.
All
Panchayati,
three. All three are very important because all three are going to be the key ministries for the Prime Minister's 100-day agenda and beyond. I think the biggest challenge for Shivraj Singh Chauhan will also be to see whether he can actually try and get the farm laws back, because the Prime Minister is very keen on that. Will that be a possibility? Will that be a way out? Because one thing, I mean, Advaita, you'll know better, but Mamaji is really known how to win over people, cajoling them, reaching out to them. That is going to be his huge challenge. And I think Ravneet Singh Bittu has been put into the cabinet despite losing for precisely this reason, also to reach out to a Sikh
Yeah. I mean, if someone.
the mind and so
Yeah,
forth.
in fact,
yeah,
he went
I have
ahead.
something to say out here because I'm boarding a plane, and after some time you won't listen to me.
Yeah, please
You
go
see,
ahead.
during Mamaji's tenure, Madhya Pradesh had phenomenal growth rates in
Where
agriculture,
are you going?
and and Madhya Pradesh does not have much by way of water resources. He did very innovative schemes to boost agriculture. So I think when it comes to productivity, he knows what needs to be done, and his diplomatic skills are such that he would be able to ensure that if even if the farm laws are not implemented, the effect of the farm laws at least will be implemented. He has this diplomatic skills to win over farmers, to persuade states to do what needs to be done. And that is why I'm extremely happy about him getting agriculture. I had told you this before, remember? Yesterday I had said that if he gets agriculture, it will be very, very good. Okay, so I'm signing off. I'm entering the aircraft. Talk to you later.
Where are you
Where are
going?
you going? Where are you going?
Oh no.
I think,
Did they get
oh
tested on
God,
the plane?
See,
where is he
Advaita,
gone?
Mr. Modi will have to balance the short term, that is the next 100 days, with the long term. And what Mamaji will bring to the table, farm laws and these things, I don't think will happen in the next 100 days. Those are too volatile and too hot a subject to take up in the next 100 days. This whole question of agricultural distress and the kind of stuff, Supriya Sule and everybody is talking about in Maharashtra, agri income and onion farmers and the rest of it, all these things, I think that is where he will come in and he'll be able to do certain quick fixes. Quick fixes means those are political fixes. Most of the things on this agricultural front, whether suddenly some prices go up, prices come down, all those things are largely political. Though he himself, I must say, jump on to say that, he himself was at the receiving end of it in his previous term. If you recall, this whole hangama that was created on onion and garlic and everything in the Neemach belt, for that whole farmers' protests, etc. But he knows how to handle these things, and Mr. Modi, therefore, it's a very critical ministry, and I think that shows his choice. The only things which he has fixed in this thing is get, say, Mamaji into this. The others, he has gone for continuity because he doesn't need to rock the boat. Where things, as they say, your Americans say that, if something's not broke, why ain't broke? Why do you want to fix it? So that's how he has, I think, proceeded with this particular uh, new cabinet formation.
Hmm. Hmm. Pallavi, one of our one of our viewers commented about Anurag Thakur being sidelined. Do you think there's some merit in that? Has he been sidelined or is he up for something else?
Now, look, Ravneet Singh Bittu lost elections, but he was still made a minister. So, the losing is not clearly the factor, and Anurag has won, you know, and uh, and he's been quite, I remember during the wrestlers' agitation, he managed to find a kind of a conciliation between both the sides. So many thought that he would be brought back. But see, I think the INB ministry is something which my sources tell me in the government, the PM was not exactly very happy about the way it was being handled. He felt that there was one particular ecosystem which seemed to be getting more traction. Somehow the government's policies were not being able to communicate to the people, and that's where the INB ministry comes in. See, this happens in every government. UPA 1, UPA 2, also the INB ministry's task, we know is what it is. It is to reach out, talk to the digital media, TV media, and tell them, this is what needs to be done. Somehow there was a dissatisfaction in the top leadership of the BJP that it is not happening. That could be one reason why Anurag Thakur has gone on his way out. And I find the choice of Ashwini Kumar very nice, very articulate. He's tech
Vaishnav.
savvy.
Vaishnav.
Yeah, Ashwini Vaishnav. He's tech savvy. So the digital media, which is new, AI, and all of that. He's worked on that. So
That's
that is
that.
something which
That's
he'll
the
do.
point.
And
Apart
also,
from that, also,
The clubbing of
Pallavi, apart from that, an INB minister has to also be able to set narratives, and we didn't see a lot of that happening.
yeah,
And I
said
think
that.
Ashwini Vaishnav is someone who can set a narrative. I think he's got a year to that, and it's something you can expect
He,
from him.
he, he, he he's a very old style kind of a minister, also in the sense that he loves to chat. He'll discuss, he'll give you news in the sense that, he'll discuss not plant cover, but kind of that, so he'll give you a perspective. So, that kind of thing. You also have to spend time with the media, whether it's editors, whether it's the beat reporters, you talk to them, you reach out to them. That is what many people would complain that Anurag Thakur was very selective in doing that. I think Ashwini Vaishnav is very different in that sense. Railway ministry, I mean, you saw him hands-on, right? When there was the rail accident, he would go to a spot himself. I mean, he's a bureaucrat who knows the system. So that's why there's a lot of hope coming in from him. And I think that's the reason why Prime Minister carefully chose him.
the critical
And he
thing,
gets to keep the railways.
Pallavi, is clubbing IT and INB. because as you mentioned, now the digital media and all these things will be a big issue, and managing the social media and everything, and therefore the clubbing these two things to be able to take on these your the metas of the world and everybody wherever you need to handle. That is where I think his one thing, he has got a pleasing persona. He's articulate. He can communicate firmly yet politely. That is one part of the story. But really speaking, that bringing the convergence of IT and communications together, I think that is what will give him the edge. And Anurag, I don't think could have brought both those elements together. So
Right.
we have to sort of de-link or decouple Anurag sidelining. That could be a separate story, but I think at the moment Ashwini Vaishnav for this job is the right choice.
Yeah, also, he's had a non-controversial tenure so far, but with INB, there is a tendency for controversy to arise because it's so high profile. There's a lot of interaction with the film world, for example, and also the calls that we're getting now for OTTs and the content on OTT, which can be, which causes a lot of people discomfort and they want a censor board now. So I think those are a couple of things that in all likelihood will emerge in this tenure, Pallavi. Also, Prasoon Joshi has been censor board chief now for 2 terms. So there's probably going to be a shift there as well. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, so this is just a phase one. I mean, obviously, the Prime Minister is going to come out with his own new team. And I think this is just a beginning. I mean, of course, the first change you always make is as far as your ministers are concerned. So just to cap it up, what do you say? I mean, kind of capture the whole thing. It is stability, it's continuity, and a little bit of change. That's what he's done. But now there'll be a lot of other changes. There will be bureaucratic changes. There will be changes in the key people. I think the buzzword of this government is going to be insisting on a kind of communication. We need to communicate that this is a hands-on, strong government. It's not a weak coalition ki sarkar. And more than that, and whether if we look at the kind of ministry, I mean, all the powerful top, I mean, meaty ministries have actually gone to the BJP. I'm talking about railways. Everyone thought that JDU will get because traditionally, Bihar ke kitty mein it used to go, but Lallan Singh hasn't got it. So the meaty ministries, infrastructure ministries, where you need a Viksit Bharat narrative, has largely gone to the BJP. I mean, you've given civil aviation to a TDP, but much of the groundwork for civil aviation has already been done. So it's
Correct.
not that there's going to be anything new, so that thing has been done. Telecom Ministry to Jyotiraditya Scindia, I think that's a great choice. I mean, there's
Yeah.
lots going to be happening in that spectre. So that, Ashwini Vaishnav, IT, all of that is going to be very interesting.
Hmm, hmm, hmm. No,
See,
absolutely. And I think also, go ahead, Sandeep. Sorry. Please go ahead.
no, I am thinking, you see, Mr. Modi knows that, these coalition partners are not going to rock the boat in the next 3 to 4 months. And then the next 3 to 4 months, what will be critical in this next 100 days or so, as you say, is the delivery, and also dousing the angst and fire wherever they are in various sectors. For that, he needed people who can deliver. So that is what has been, I think, his choice. And if he has to make changes 3 or 4 months down the line, he can always make it. So today, unless he shows the results on the ground, he's going to go in for major elections 4 months from now. And at that point in time, he does need to show very, very clear, achievements in all these areas. And that's why he needs doers. He cannot afford to, get new people, upset the apple cart. By the time they settle down, new equations form in, bureaucrats, minister, everything. So if he had to exercise his whatever levers he has got to get these appointments through, that is what he has done. At the same time, he has given people the kind of stuff they would like to be in. He has given a civil aviation, which a youngster like in a TDP or TDP would like, that kind of a glamorous ministry. He has given our friend from Karnataka heavy industries and steel. That's the kind of stuff they would like to deal with. So he has given all of that, but he has retained where he needs traction, where he needs, velocity of delivery, he has kept it with people whom he trusts.
Yeah. Also, I mean, as you know, I'm a train traveler. So Ashwini Vaishnav has done some amazing stuff in the last couple of years in his tenure. Why are you smiling, Pallavi? It's true. He has.
No,
And
but
Vande Bharat.
I'm
We
very
all
happy.
went to Ajmer in Vande Bharat. What a fantastic train it is.
What a fantastic. And we came back
I
on the
know people are
Shatabdi.
not very.
And we came back on the Shatabdi and we saw the difference, Pallavi, didn't we? It was horrible.
but,
Like,
but that's a
But
criticism.
Adwaita, thanks to
That's a
my efforts,
criticism.
you people were upgraded from the normal to the executive. Please be grateful to
we
me
paid
on
for
that.
it, okay? We paid for it.
That
It
is the
wasn't,
problem. Pallavi,
it
that
was,
is the
no,
problem. That
let
is
me
the
be clear.
critique. That is
No,
the
it was,
critique. People are saying he has got the hype for Vande Bharat, but what is happening to normal trains? Have they improved? Is a question which people will be asking.
okay. I
And that is
travel by
So
normal
yeah, they will be
trains
asking.
also.
But when I spoke to Ashwini Vaishnav the last time round, he told me that if we come back and if I still maintain the ministry, then I have something which is going to be upgrade. Many of these older trains, like Shatabdi and slowly, they want to phase it out. And many of the older trains, they want to phase it out. And there is some name he gave me, I've forgotten, which is going to be kind of Vande Bharat in terms of speed and facilities, but it's going to be more affordable. It'll be cheaper. So slowly the plan is to start phasing out the older trains. I'm just telling you what he told me. I don't
Pallavi,
know how much of that will happen.
it is not about rolling stocks. The problem in railways is your tracks. You are running the same trains with the
By way,
same
I
time.
haven't completed na, Sandeep.
हाँ, बोलो
Sandeep,
So
ना.
let
when
us
he
finish.
told me that
Why do you
when
all interrupt?
so he told me that when we are going to start getting, I'm forgetting the name. There was a very interesting name he gave for something like a Vande Bharat, but the older trains and tracks will be replaced. So he says these are high infrastructural costs. We cannot increase the tracks and tracks will be replaced. So I
Okay.
find it very difficult, but phase by phase in my third term, we'll try and do.
Yeah, that
Okay.
takes time. That
Yeah,
takes
that takes
time.
time. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on, please.
But he
From
has
But
started
at least to make
doing.
a beginning,
Again,
yeah.
the continuity, as you were saying, Advaita, there are certain things have already been put in place, like the freight corridor is done. Now, in the last Nirmala Sitaraman's budget, they have mentioned about doing things on, like the cement corridor and other corridors which they are getting in. They have talked about all of that. So that
okay, okay, we're good. The other thing is that Dharmendra Pradhan has held on to the HR ministry. People thought that he might have a shot at being chief minister of Odisha, which the government, I mean, the BJP has won very decisively. Pallavi, do you think there was any merit in that? I mean, I don't think it made logical sense, but there
No,
was definitely.
I never thought a member of parliament will be made the minister, the chief minister. Look at his choice of chief ministers, low profile people you don't even often know about. He won't use a high profile. I mean, MP ka chunav ladke. No, I never thought Dharmendra Pradhan. So it'll be someone who's very low profile and someone
Okay.
who's been there. I mean, Dharmendra Pradhan may come in from the state, but he's not been there, not 24/7.
No, and he's done a really good job with HRD, like a really good job. So that's I was part of one of the committees also for the national education policy, and it was very streamlined, very efficient, and executed in time. So I think he's really done a good job because this has been a very controversial ministry. Um, Sandeep,
Yeah.
I want to ask you because you were actually alerting us to this way before the election was Smriti, and of course everybody knows that we love Smriti on this channel, so we really like her. And unfortunately, she put up a really good fight, but couldn't make it all the way, and she's not in any ministries obviously now either. So someone on the chat asked, like, is this the end of her career, political career? But I don't think it is. I really
I
don't,
don't
because she's such
I
a
don't think
fighter.
so.
I don't
Yeah.
think so. Getting her back into the ministry would have been politically very sensitive. So it's good that she, and also she knows how to keep a lower profile, and she would rather go back to Amethi and do more groundwork and show them that losing an election doesn't mean a thing. See,
Yeah.
the difference is, Advaita, from the time we were talking about it and subsequently between the results, a lot of changes have happened. So people are, giving Congress saying that it was a masterstroke getting KL Sharma to fight. That was not so. A lot of equations, as we know, entire UP had changed in between the phases. Okay, that's why if you see the phase-wise analysis between the fifth phase and the last
The
phase, there was
seventh, yeah, the seventh phase was really bad, right, for the
seven. No,
BJP.
before that also. Before
The
seventh,
sixth was when he voted. Like,
yes, sixth was okay, but fifth was bad when it
okay.
came down. So, and that is where all these other factors came in. Congress put all their machinery out there. They put their other chief ministers who flew in there, all. So it became a very, very personal fight. So that what I'm trying to say, therefore, the margin of defeat or margin of victory, all that changed a lot. So there were multiple factors, but yes, she did also suffer from not getting the support of a lot of the BJP infrastructure. But I think it's good bringing her back in any important portfolio just now, or something would have not been in her interest, because there are people who've done for you. If you're seen as successful and say, see, and then all kinds of other connotations come in. So I think it's good to give her a cooling off period and let her, reestablish her credentials, because ultimately the real revenge, or if I were to use that term, quote unquote, would be she going and re-winning Amethi. Just
I
like
think I mean, she's already done it once, right? And she defeated Rahul Gandhi. I don't think she needs to keep revisiting that to prove her point. I think more importantly, it's just the fact that this is someone who's self-made, who's an incredible orator, and who's really really hardworking, and she'll be back in some capacity or the other. I'm
maybe
hopeful
she
of
should
it.
not abandon also, because she has built a house, the home there. She has spent so much of time. She cannot do it like a Rahul Gandhi. If you lose, you suddenly disappear and try to come back after 5 years.
Yep,
You know.
yep. And look who's joined us from bed
Yeah.
nonetheless. I don't know. So here,
Uh,
this
Looks
isn't
more like
attractive. I'm just saying.
looks like a hospital bed, more like it, because see
No,
his
no, no,
beard.
no, 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 no negativity. No
yeah, what
negativity.
the fuck? It's my house. What do you mean
Listen,
hospital bed?
Suhail, stop.
Advaita,
Oh,
Advaita,
we're
see
live. We are live. I forgot. What the
We are live.
fish? What the fish?
you people, you people make
Ah,
fun
bhai
of me and my
Pallavi
car.
Maruti. I'm calling you Maruti
Now
Ghosh
see,
from today.
now how
I'm gonna
how fair is this then, Advaita? I'm needlessly maligned about my car. Look at him, yeah. He's lying down. Kabhi ek pillow, kabhi
because
wo
I'll tell you
pillow,
why.
kabhi.
I'm 61. I've endured long hours of flying. I've had board meetings all day today. What have you done? Except copy paste the press communique from the PIB. You have done nothing. You have not interviewed anyone. So तुम्हारे पे क्या लाटू लगे हुए हैं?
Now,
Punjabi.
now let us.
Okay, I just
But
want to say, Nawaz, we're not being mean to Sandeep. Okay, we were not being mean to him.
okay, let's come back to the other
Oh God,
Punjabi.
I think
Uh,
Nawaz is a closet. I think
Sharda ji.
he's a closet account of Sandeep. ये संदीप खुद टाइप करके भेज दिया.
No, Nawaz is real.
Nawaz
We
is a man,
friendlier
woman, or
WhatsApp.
transgender.
Let's go to Sharda ji, because he will give us the insight about what's happening between Nagpur and
या
Delhi.
शादा जी आज तो बड़ा गजब हो गया.
क्या
Yeah,
गजब
please
हो
There is
गया?
tell
no
all
no
these
sleepers man.
people that I don't drink alcohol. For all these idiots who think I'm intoxicated, I haven't drunk alcohol for 1 year. So it must be my slurring because of sleep. No other reason. Trust me.
Okay. Yeah, he doesn't drink alcohol. I can vouch for
Nagpur is
that.
cool. I don't know what is the problem with Nagpur. It's fine.
आज आज वो समापन था ना रतन शादा जी, तो
वो तो होते
But
रहते हैं,
birthday
boss,
वो
was.
तो रेगुलर
RSS
है,
के
हर साल
Mon
होता है.
Bhagwat जी swearing in के लिए नहीं आए. ये तो
He never
कड़ी
comes.
निंदा करनी
He
चाहिए.
never comes. Sarsan Chalak
He
never ever
doesn't come.
comes.
He doesn't come.
But what about his deputy?
There were
Datta ji
RSS people
didn't
there.
come.
There were RSS people there.
Datta ji was not there. He's saying
But
deputy.
but tell us about his speech. It was
And
speech.
where is Ram Madhav? Is he still in the RSS or
He
Yeah,
was
yeah.
there in the
camped?
he was there in the vote taking ceremony.
Acha, acha.
He's in
Yeah,
the
he's
national
a member
executive
Central
committee.
And what
Committee.
about Satyapal Malik?
किसको याद कर लिया?
But Ratan ji, बताइए इस speech के बारे में बताइए. This speech
I have not
is.
heard the speech, honestly. I have not heard the speech. Did you hear the speech?
What
See,
speech?
these speeches are for the people who go for the training, not for common people. I don't know why they should be even released on social media. These are for the people who participated in the training. What have others to got to do with it?
But there was
वहाँ
no,
पे
but there
मीडिया
was a
भी
lot
होगी
of
ना,
pointed.
there'll be media.
These speeches are always focused on the participants, the people who went for training.
Arey,
नहीं,
which
You know,
speech, yaar?
see,
आज
coming
Sohail, you have missed that.
somebody talks
Yeah.
about cabinet. Let me say a small thing that actually Nadda ji was not a success even in earlier health ministry. He has been made a health minister again. He was not successful in Himachal also. And more importantly, Jitarna Manjhi may be a very nice person, but he needs to be in area where he's actually suffered as a person from a very backward caste, like rural development and rural and
It is a
housing,
terrible
etc.
cabinet. It's a
But
terrible
then to
cabinet.
put him in MSME where he has no knowledge about technology or how industry runs, and that means we don't give much importance to MSME. That's my fear.
Arey, it's a terrible cabinet, yaar. Terrible.
So, नहीं,
Why
topic
do you
तो
Terrible.
say that?
but kind of like for
All
example,
tired
whether
people,
people
tired
who are
faces,
in
tired
education are happy
policy,
with
tired
education, I don't
vision,
know.
tired everything.
One at a
Everything
time.
is, it's a
See, as
tired
I said,
cabinet, tired policy, tired vision, same people
so
doing the
I think
same job for
somewhere
the
the
last
matching
10
should have been there.
years.
Luckily, this time,
Ratan Shada ji, let Sohail finish, then we'll come to you.
I'm
Go
I have to
ahead.
leave in
saying,
3 minutes. Yeah,
I'm saying he could have made such a difference. He could have had young people. I was hoping he would move Shaktikant Das from the Reserve Bank into the finance ministry. Not that I have anything against Nirmala. You've got the same people. Ragar ke, khada khat,
that
khada
is
khat.
called
I mean, what kind of
continuity.
nonsense?
Suhail, that is called continuity.
अरे बॉस व्हाट कंटिन्यूटी चलेगी तो सरकार मोदी जी के हाथ ना कम से कम चेहरे और थोड़े अच्छे दिखा देते कोई फ्रेश
नहीं,
चेहरे
यंग
दिखा
चेहरों ने
देते
काम नहीं किया ना, यंग चेहरों ने काम
अरे
नहीं
सारे
किया.
ही थके हुए हैं ਸਾਰੇ ਹੀ ਥਕੇ ਹੋਏ ਮਾਏ ਉਹ ਬਾਜ਼ਾਰ ਲੈਣ ਜਾਓ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਬਜ਼ੀ ਤੇ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਓ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਟੁੰਡਾ ਜਾਂ ਕੁੰਦਰੂ ਕੀ ਮਿਲੇਗਾ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਫਾਲਤੂ ਐਨਾ ਐਨਾ ਨਾਟਕ ਐਨੀ ਚਰਚਾ ਐਨੀ डिबेट निकल के क्या आया चूहा का बच्चा वो भी चूहा भी नहीं निकला पहाड़ से चूहा का बच्चा निकल के आया है
देखो
क्या आपने
टॉप
किया कौन सी तीर मार दिया आपने होम
नहीं, मेरा
मिनिस्टर द
कहना है
सेम
कि स्किल
फाइनेंस
देखते हैं
मिनिस्टर द
मिनिस्टर्स
सेम
की.
Listen,
मिनिस्टर
but
स्किल
if they
देख के
did,
और अच्छा एलोकेशन
if,
हो सकता था.
अद्वैता
if
काला
they
को लेते मिनिस्टर फॉर आई और एक्चुअली यू शुड मेड हर मिनिस्टर ऑफ आईटी ना इंटरनेट चलती ना टेक्नोलॉजी चलती
I am tech challenged, which is why I would never accept. But I
And
want
I
to say,
think this time,
Ajay Tampa,
I would
one second.
honestly say this time railways should be giving more attention to lower class citizens, second class, third class, people who have no reservation, who trains are being reduced, number of bogies are being reduced. It is very important that railway minister this time, rather than going for high tech and high profile, trains and all, looks at the lower end of the railway services, which are a must for the poor and for the not well to do. That has not been done this time. It must be done this time. You don't know the kind of resentment when a normal person who has no access to AC and the Vande Bharat goes for the train. Railway station may be excellent, the toilets may be excellent, but when he gets to the train, he faces the worst kind of scenario which we used to face in 1970s. Nothing has changed.
No, not only that, but Ratanji, even the trains which were considered premium earlier, you came in late. Advaita Kala, who's in a different strata, and Pallavi Ghosh were talking. You know how today Shatabdi looks like crap, and only Vande Bharat is good. So just look at this. That is what is a
When was
down
the
to
last
they are
time you
earth.
government
traveled on a train?
spokespeople yet
When was the
they are
last time you
government
traveled on a
trumpeters
train,
Oh,
Sandeep?
I travel very often. I travel very often, and that's the problem. Do you know trains like Duronto, trains even Rajdhani today runs late by hours.
I travel
Uh,
by Rajdhani, and I agree with you. I went to Guwahati on the
Every
Rajdhani, and
train. Let me tell you, Mumbai
where is
suburban
she at
trains, which are
where is
supposed to
Pallavi
be,
she can't be
you
seen
could match your watches.
she's
Those
left.
local trains run 3 to 4 minutes late regularly. Regularly.
three,
I
three to
take
four.
local trains once in a week or once in 2 weeks. It is always late.
But
Same
तीन
with
no
चार
the
so what
घंटे
is the point What is the
Point
point we
is
are
the lower
making?
end of the railway needs to be upgraded and made better.
Can I tell you, Advaita, what will happen? See, people trust the Prime Minister. There's no doubt about that. So he will again be the saving grace. All I'm trying to say is, I'm not saying this is a shit cabinet or, I'm saying it could have been a wonderful transformation. When Modi moved people laterally from the private sector into the government sector, people were very buoyant about it. It sent out a very strong signal. I'm saying the formation of the cabinet hasn't led to any strong signal. It has only shown the allies in poor light, as they should be shown. Allies thought कि भाई हम लोग कोई तीर मार लेंगे against Modi, वो तो होना है नहीं, which I also said yesterday on another TV channel. My point is that
Were
Mr.
you in
Modi,
bed when you were on that TV channel?
no,
Because
I was at Heathrow. So
okay,
my point was,
a lot of our viewers are saying this is highly disrespectful, Sohail.
yeah, fine, yeah, fine. When they go to worship people, when they worship the sleeping Buddha, that's fine, huh? But if I'm lying down, they have a problem. They can switch off the television. Not that they're contributing any, not that
Please
you've
don't
earned any
cuss.
money. Your
Please
internet is
don't,
still miserable.
please don't cuss.
Huh?
But the point, Sohail, I disagree with you on that, and let's have a debate. I think Mr. Modi's concern is the next 100 days. Next 100 days, he couldn't take too many chances, and he has fixed the places where he needed to fix. Like agriculture, he needed to fix. That's where he has got Mamaji in. Okay, he
That's a
had to.
great move. Great move.
So, why he can't move Shaktikanta Das right away from RBI? If he has to do that, he may do that 6 months down the line. But
Now,
next three
three
months,
people I'm very fond of. I mean, I'm very happy with. ML
100
Khattar,
days.
Gajendra Singh Shekhawat, and Mamaji. These are three excellent choices.
One second.
Next
Mama Ji,
100 days, he has to,
you
one
can't
one point.
get onto that, huh? And
He's
yeah, go
Mamaji to
ahead.
1.4 billion Indians. Who the hell are you? Are you related to him? Are you his Bhanji?
Yeah,
Is,
yeah, yeah,
is,
yeah,
is
yeah.
his sister your
He's called
mother?
me Bhanji. He's called me Bhanji. He's never called you
He's called,
Bhanji.
He called
And
about
the moment he
17
called me
million women
Bhanji,
Bhanji,
the moment he called me
in which there are
Bhanji,
about 3 million men who couldn't
the
figure out
moment,
what they were. So,
the
chodna.
moment, the moment he
But
called me
Suhail,
Bhanji,
you
Sohail
missed
started.
that one in the beginning of the show. That evening, I was paid a fantastic compliment. This lady in IIC from Canada got taken totally in by Advaita and wanted trying to matchmake her with her son or whatever, and then says, "Your father, he's such a nice man," and pointing at me, thinking that I'll help. That was the end of the story for me.
Well, I would then immediately withdraw all comments because, I mean, if you look like her dad, then you know you're in trouble.
Totally.
Okay, moving on. Moving on. Uh,
But therefore, just 1 minute on. So Suhail, on the other thing, like you talking about finance, Nirmala Sitharaman has announced the budget. Let her continue for next 100 days. Next 100 days is very, very important for Mr. Modi. Why do you want to upset the continuity there? Somebody comes, get adjusted to the bureaucracy, this, that, and the rest. You have to have change with continuity, and then make the changes once you have got Maharashtra in your pocket, Haryana in your pocket, and then make your big bang changes once you're on top. Now I'm Ministry of Depression.
no, I'm loving the comments
But
today.
tell me, what do
His
you make?
Ministry of Leisure,
What do you
your
make of
Ministry
the
of Depression.
changes? What do you make of the changes? For instance, Scindia out of civil aviation, and someone else out of. What are those changes? Are they significant? What is the message
I think that
that you
was a
think?
smart move, Suhail. Scindia moving to telecom is a good thing. Both will be happy. And this guy coming into most of the groundwork for airlines have been done. Now only you have to cope with this Air India's delay and Vistara's delay that the TDP guy will have to handle all the problems just now rather than get brickbats for privatizing Air India. So वो सब छोटा मोटा है. I don't think we need to worry too much. He has given also the right things. Your friend from Karnataka got steel and what heavy industries and all that. He'll be very happy handling that. Mr. Gadkari will remain content with building roads. And whatever comes with that. So those are fine, I think. The
I
key
have to
is,
say, Ajay Tamta is from Uttarakhand, and he's just for the MP from Almora, and he's just been made MOS to Nitin Gadkari, which I think is fantastic, because we desperately need roads like the
Do you know
last
him?
activity.
Do you know him?
No, I don't know him personally. No, I don't know
Chalo bhai,
everyone.
shukar hai.
I don't know everyone, but I can meet him. I'm sure. He's from
But that's
Uttarakhand.
because of us. Because of Sunday Club, you can meet anyone now. But by the way, I was told you weren't invited for the swearing in.
No, I was not. I went in 2019, and after that,
No, no, boss, answer the question. This is
let me just
the
say.
classic Indian way of answering a question. I asked you, were you invited? No, but in 2019. You ask an
Listen,
Indian,
I
are you going
wasn't.
to
I
Bombay
wasn't
tomorrow? No,
invited.
I've just
I
come back
wasn't.
from Coimbatore.
I
No, answer the
wasn't.
question.
No. I wasn't even invited to the Pran Pratishtha. So I'm not a player.
What is
I'm not
Pran
a Lachin's
Pratishtha?
player. Pran Pratishtha is Ram Mandir. I'm not a Lachin's player. I don't claim to be.
I see.
And I'm
So
not
you
like,
weren't
oh, I
invited
was
for.
invited, but I couldn't go, etc., etc. No, I went in 2019. I enjoyed that experience. It's a very long and hot experience, and I was very happy to watch it from my TV because Prime Minister essentially. And I love the fact that, did you hear Shivraj Singh Chauhan got such a loud cheer when he went up to take his oath? I thought that was incredible.
Yeah, but I don't think that's good for him because there only one person should have the loudest cheer.
No, Prime Minister, of course, had a very loud cheer as well. I mean, no doubt.
Mm.
Don't
anyway,
try
good.
to.
Okay, it was lovely talking to you, all of you, and
It
I
was really nice
salute
talking
all
to
the
all of
viewers
you.
of Sunday Club. I'm sorry for lying down like this, but I'm extremely exhausted at this age.
He's old,
God
yeah.
bless you and Bharat Mata ki jai.
Yeah, yeah.
All the
We
best.
appreciate you joining us.
Just be
Thank you.
careful of any house cats.
That was crazy. That was
I don't
so
know what
crazy.
Rashtrapati Bhavan is feeding those Johnnies, man. They look more like palace cats and less like house cats.
But were they cats or was it? I don't know.
That's
They
what
look.
someone said, that it was a cat. And now Delhi police has said it's a cat. If Delhi police tells you it's a cat, you can be
Then it's
sure
not.
it's either a monkey or a leopard. Good night. Jai Hind.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. We just wanted to do a quick show because we felt that it was important. Pallavi got a phone call, so she had to leave, but she's coming back. But I think we're not going to be here when she comes back, right, Sandeep? We're done.
You're right. If there's something important, we'll flash it on X and Twitter,
Yeah,
please.
and yeah, and let's see. You know how it goes, Sandeep. There are a lot of rumors doing the rounds. Shiv Sena, Shinde faction is saying, why did we get an MOS? We should have got cabinet. NCP is turned down the MOS because Praful Patel was already a cabinet minister, so MOS doesn't work for him. Then there was this news which we were discussing on WhatsApp about TDP, and then it turned out to be fake news. So lots of stuff going on.
Only I think important things. Two things are remaining. Is one is the BJP president. Second is
Mm-hmm.
the speaker. Okay,
Yeah.
and we'll get to know about the speaker only next week. I think after the parliament is convened. Till then, you will not get to hear. And same with the BJP president. It may not happen in a great hurry because that's where some amount of dialogue or whatever will happen with Nagpur. That's there. But I think Shiv Sena is pointless because they've got chief ministership here. They deserve to have a chief ministership over there. And
Yeah.
NCP is inconsequential. I think Modi will be very happy if they walk out.
I think it was a bad idea to start with. I
Yeah.
mean, but anyway, that's just my opinion. Also, those asking about yesterday's live, I made a mistake and I did admit to it on Twitter. Mea culpa. I said I was trying to free up storage space and I deleted the broadcast by mistake. So, my apologies. You didn't miss much. So,
That's that's
see
a
you
general
soon.
that's a general rule
Yes,
about our
that's
shows.
the general statement about the show is that you didn't miss much.
Okay.
All right,
Bye.
everybody. Thank you for watching. Take care. Be good. And bye for now. Bye. Bye.
Thank you.